It's day 3 on the trip back down home, and we've just pulled up the anchor. We're leaving Kingfisher Bay and we're heading to the next Anchorage, which is
Gary's Anchorage. A quick motor sail down for about 6-7 hours. Should be there.
hopefully. Great. How'd you sleep, Liz?
Yeah, pretty good. I don't know if Damien
Was he on the couch most of the night?
we moved onto the couch. It's a bit too tall. I'm a shorty.
Chucking along these awesome whips. Someone anchored out there. Damien's doing some stuff with the fishing line to try and catch some fish. Captain here is captaining,
Cruising along.
and I am on depth duty, which is keeping an eye on this little guy to make sure we don't go into shallow water or hit a sandbank. We're just motoring along still.
Seven and a half knots in this current.
Doing 7.5 knots in this current. Smashing it.
Cruising along nicely.
Yeah, pretty good.
Very good.
We've just pulled up at the inlet to get into Gary's Anchorage. We got here a lot quicker than expected. We thought it was going to be another few hours, but we made pretty good time. Just waiting for this boat to pass and then we'll turn into it. Access to Gary's Anchorage is via a narrow but pretty well marked channel. It's pretty shallow through there, so we'd recommend going through at high tide.
Yeah.
Gary's Anchorage is only accessible to tourists by boat, so it's pretty special being able to go here.
Really in the way there. Can you go on the side?
After this red beacon, there's a green one that's kind of behind that boat in front of us, which we'll need to pass on on this side.
Green one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, move over that way if you want. Yeah, I reckon start facing towards port side on the left.
Hang on, it just gets real shallow on this bend here,
Oh, okay.
so I'm just gonna kind of like.
Yep, go around it.
Can you see the next green one?
Yep.
To your left, you can see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh well.
That's good, Liz.
2.8, 2.7.
Trying to anchor. Trying to find somewhere to anchor.
I know.
No.
2.7.
Should we just swing around and drop it here?
Yeah, I'm just going to go out a bit, that way I've got enough room to
Yeah.
move.
It's really pretty here.
3.0, 2.8.
Alright, keep an eye on that.
Yep. 2.6. 7.
Swing around. Gary's Anchorage.
Turn the motor off for me.
Yeah, turn the motor off. Alright. Click down the switch and turn the key.
Alright, sorry. Turn the motor back on.
Hard reverse.
Yep, stop.
Yep, stop. Cut the engine.
Cut the engine.
Cut the engine.
We're done.
Sweet, good job everybody.
Alright.
Woohoo.
So what's happened here is, when I took the steering wheel off, I didn't disconnect the autopilot. So I ripped all the motors out of the autopilot. So I've just rewired them. So basically this here goes into this box, and that's what sends the signal from the autopilot into here, and that turns this little lever here, which turns the autopilot. And I didn't disconnect this little plug here. I took that off, so I ripped all the wires out, and so I just rewired them all. Well, we don't have any solder, so I've wired them enough that we'll be able to get back to Mooloolaba, and they'll be able to
Use
solder.
the autopilot.
Yeah,
And solder it when we get back.
solder it when we're back home.
Lots of little quirks to learn about and remember, isn't there?
Yes, there really is. Now I'm just hoping that I put this back together properly, because obviously I've never put an autopilot part before. But it looks good, so we'll see if it works soon.
Okay. We'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, right? It's gonna be a long steer.
So we've just come to shore at Gary's Anchorage. There's the tender tied up to the mangrove. There's Insatiable over there. Tide's gone out. It's a bit of like buddy mangroves. We're gonna go up here and have a look if there's a walk or something that we can do.
But first things first,
What's that?
before we do anything, what do you want these?
Oh, beer.
Now, we can explore. No beer, mate?
Alright.
They're in the backpack.
Cheers.
I was excited for crocodiles.
Yeah, I was saying it that it all looked a bit like a croc billabong.
Yeah, there is something about that. There is crocodiles.
Oh, great.
That's what they've got.
That's what we wanted to know when we were going to
yeah.
swim over here.
The entrance at to Fraser on the barge at Inskip, there's like beware of dingoes on one side and beware of crocs on the other.
And sharks.
And
And stonefish.
Right.
and while you're at it, look out for snakes.
Hey, spiders. Just old things from Australia. They're obviously Gary.
Alright, what's this? Gary's camp.
I'm pretty sure you can walk to camp here.
Very cool.
Oh, well.
Here at Gary's Anchorage, cruising around, going for a walk.
Now you might be accustomed to walking on bare feet, but I am so. We're walking down this track from the Anchorage, and Larissa just dropped off wine and a couple of cups in one of a tree trunk, so that
Stop the noise.
you're still clanking.
Still clanking.
Exactly.
What's in
Yeah,
there?
she was jingling before, now she's clanking.
Yeah.
Didn't you take the wine out?
I took the sunscreen out and the 2 glasses of glasses.
Why don't you just take the wine out as well?
Because what if we want to drink at the end of this travel?
I don't know.
We might need it. It's possible.
Maybe.
Go down here and have a drink.
We'll go down here and have a glass of wine. So if you can just run back up and grab the wine glasses, yes. That would be great, thanks.
I knew that.
Just come out of the truck.
That's really annoying, that sound.
It is annoying. There's a rope swing from the tree. Oh, look at these like logs here. I wonder what was here. Do you reckon it was like a pontoon or something?
Nah, they used to do logging here in Fraser. That's how they got them back onto the water.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Well, we've just come out sort of on the other side of the bay.
What do you think, Renee?
Yeah, it's cool. We just walked around the bay through a little track, and now we are standing where they used to take the logs down, I think.
Look at those mozzies.
Dead.
Getting smashed by mozzies.
Yeah.
What have you got there, Renee?
I have made some yummy butter chicken curry.
Nice.
This is pretty good.
Pretty keen for that.
Hopefully it's yummy. Hopefully everyone likes it. It's really no different cooking in a boat compared to in a house. Really, isn't it?
I think the hardest thing is not being able to control the heat on the stove as easy as you can.
Yeah. It's alright. And
Everything's set up.
And like
for
we were
dinner.
restricted by the amount of ingredients we could bring on for this trip, but really, I mean, it's a lot easier than like when you're just camping, because when you're just camping, you really got to be careful of what it is that you're using. But with the fridge and stove, it's all pretty easy,
Yeah.
isn't it? There's heaps of leftovers.
Looking forward to it.
You did?
Well,
What I did.
The saga continues of understanding the
can you
nitty gritty
see
of
me?
Insatiable.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
what I did was,
So there's our diesel tanks, one here, one the other side. And down the bottom, there's a switch that is used to get away any moisture that's in the motor, in the fuel tank, sorry. So it'll pull the moisture out of the fuel tank and it'll drip down into the bottom. But the switch I needed to flick was not this one, it's the one here.
So you flicked the wrong
I
switch.
flicked the wrong switch.
So what
And I turned off the fuel to the other motor because I didn't want to run it very low.
So what did flicking that switch do?
Well, I turned off the fuel to the other side,
Yeah.
thinking I was turning this side on.
Oh, but you weren't
but I
turning the
actually
fuel on.
wasn't turning it on.
Were you
'cause I
turning
flicked
the
wrong
like
switch.
moisture switch off?
No, I turned the moisture switch on so the moisture was falling out. And the crazy thing is, I just spoke to the owner and he said that we're lucky that this whole tank didn't drain into the bilge. So,
Like of fuel? Or?
yeah, off fuel.
And it didn't, did it?
nah, it
How
didn't.
do you know it hasn't?
Because I already checked.
How do you check that?
Well, I looked at how much fuel's in the tank and it's full.
Yeah, okay.
So that was a pretty good guess. So what we're doing now is we're taking the side off the motor here so we can get to the motor and I can bleed the engine, which will mean I'm going to push all the fuel back through and get rid of all of the air that's in there at the moment, which is stopping it from starting.
And the reason this happened was because we turned the motor on to what were we doing, like recharge the fridge?
No, we're making some hot water for.
Oh, making hot water for showers. And then the engine cut off suddenly.
And made me freak out.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky all that fuel didn't drain, or else we would be stuck here.
Very lucky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this carpet back.
Yeah.
I don't want to get any diesel on that. What's under here?
Ooh, plastic bags!
Oh, we're looking for them today.
God, there's so many hidey holes in this boat. What's in there, do you reckon?
I don't know.
We'll look at that another day.
Might sort out the problem at hand. And this should just open like that.
So the engine's in there.
You have a look in here. We've got a brand new, rebuilt Yamaha 47 horser.
Is that all right?
Yeah. Everything looks good. Now what we have to do, keep passing my phone so I can call the owner. Or the old owner. I'm pretty sure what we have to do is crack the injectors.
Did he say to give him a call once you open the motor?
Yeah. Probably thinks I'm an idiot.
Probably.
What kind of a 26-year-old
I
buzz
think
you
you
got?
just, I think you just need to like take a step back every time you do something and just ask yourself, is this right?
Well, I thought I did. Like, I'm just gonna get the right size.
Lucky you brought the toolbox.
Okay.
Lucky you brought the toolbox.
Yeah, but whenever I need a 10, I can never find it. Oh, we're getting a bit now.
Any bubbles coming out the top?
Nah, but we're getting a bit of resistance now.
Okay. Just see if there's any bubbles coming out the top of that
I
top
can
of the filter.
I can hear it pushing the air out.
Okay, well that's good then. We'll keep pumping until you'll see some bubbles come out there with diesel.
All right, I can starting to blow bubbles.
Yep, starting to blow bubbles, good.
All right, when do I know it's? There's no more.
Just keep going until sort of just raw fuel comes out. No more bubbles.
All right, I think we're
What
there.
you're doing now, Chris, what you're doing now is filling up the filters.
Yeah, okay. I think we're there.
Okay. Well, when you do, keep pumping and just tighten that. You can tighten up if you can keep pumping with one hand, and then just finger tighten that screw up on the top of the filters.
Yeah.
And then just nip. Once it's just keep pumping, and then just nip that up fairly tight.
All right.
All right. Okay. Now go to one of the injectors. Probably number one injector will probably be the closest. It should be 17 mil, I think.
Yep, perfect. And that's the furthest one to the left, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Just crack it. Just crack that injector.
Yep, it's cracked.
Okay. Now get someone to go up with the ignition key and just turn it over.
All right, turn it on. Go again. Go again. Stop. Turn it off. What I'm going to do,
Yeah.
I'm just going to bleed it a bit more.
So it's not the battery then, if it's firing now. It's got to be fuel.
I want fuel in the bilge because it will stink. Alright, give that another go for me. Stop!
Yay! Oh no!
Give it another crank.
One more.
Stop!
Nah.
Just wait.
It's close.
Third time lucky?
Celebrate it 2 seconds.
You did. You way too quickly.
Alright, go again. Stop. Again. Stop.
Now can we cheer? Yay! Go boys!